One of the things that makes us human is our ability to be conscious, our ability to cultivate awareness, our ability to be more than our instincts, our ability to bring a thought process and an ability to feel into what it is that we're doing, what it is that we're experiencing. I wish more humans were more in touch with their ability to be conscious, right? In the world right now, it feels really needed, really necessary to be able to look at ourselves in a more broad way, to look at each other from a perspective that's a little bit more wide and expansive, to look at the world and see a bigger picture instead of getting caught in what is happening and in how we're feeling. The ability to be conscious is part of the thing that makes us human beings. And to our humanity, there is a part that we have forgotten. There is a wildness that with our awareness and with a cultivated sense of beingness, we can make a deep connection to the wild self, to the natural animalistic part of ourselves. Because under thousands of years of patriarchal rule, we have demonized the animal nature, and yet those in seat of power, so interesting right now in the world, patriarchal we are seeing a behavior that is out of control. That is, if we really want to think about it in a broad sense, is uncivilized. So there is place to civilized, and I know that civilized is a really loaded and problematic term, but I have children. Part of my job as a mother is to civilize my children. They have to be a part of society. So when I mean civilization, when I mean civilized, when I'm saying that, what I mean is being a part of society, being a part of a shared understanding of what is okay to do with one another, to the planet, to each other. So being civilized, being a conscious self is not separate from being our animal nature. There's a woven together tapestry of who we are. We are a beast and we are a poet. We are the ability, we carry the ability to be very aware of what we're doing, broaden our ability to see things from different angles, so that when we act from a place that is only instinctual or rooted very deeply in what we don't see, we can start to recognize it, right? The ability to be conscious is the ability to cultivate a deeper connection, actually, instead of a turning away from the collective unconscious, the part that is in the unseen. So being conscious is being deeply in relationship with the unconscious, and being the beast that we are is taking ourselves into a deeper connection with this unseen space. So whether we are becoming more aware and more conscious, and that is the direction that we're taking in our work, or bringing churning and bringing forth a wilder part of us, what we're doing is shadow work. What we're doing is the kind of work that connects us to the parts that we tend to not see, so that we can see more clearly, so that we keep growing. Let's bring that into the body for a little bit. We're going to take a wide-legged stance. Separate your feet wide apart. I am doing this in my jeans because sometimes you gotta just do yoga without changing clothes, and you're bringing yourself to the process, and you are here, and that's a lot. Take a deep, slow inhale and reach your arms up. And with an exhalation, circle the arms out, bend your knees, and place your hands on the thighs. Reach your hips back, reach your chest forward. Deep inhale. As as you exhale, send your chest forward, keep your knees bent, and fold forward, Prasarada Padottanasana. Knees bent, hips back. Move the weight a little bit side to side if that feels good for you. Inhale and look forward, halfway up. Maybe your legs straighten and maybe not, depending on what you need. So you are in the seat of being in charge, of being conscious, of being aware. Exhale, fall back in of what's going on in your body and what you need. You're not just following the animal nature and just doing whatever it is that you're told or whatever it is that you feel you're in competition with or whatever is easiest. Exhale, slowly fall back in. You're conscious and you're challenging yourself. You're conscious, you're becoming more aware, and you're bringing yourself, inhale, look forward, halfway up, to the place where you feel challenges you enough. Exhale, fall back in, and takes good care of you. That's part of what being in charge requires. Inhale, hips back, chest forward. This is kind of like a process of parenting ourselves. Exhale, slowly fold back in. See, I took my feet a little bit wider apart because I could feel like my body wanted to stretch deeper. So you gotta listen. That's part of what our yoga practice invites us to do. Slow breath. Deep listening. Walk your upper body to the right. Keep the right fingertips on the floor. I'm mirroring you for this. Bring your left hand outside of your right shin and draw yourself to the right. Slow breath. If your knees need to bend in order for your hamstrings to not scream at you, please bend your knees. And as you're breathing, breathe through the tone in the back of the throat. You can hear my breath, making this resonant sound. Walk your upper body through the center with a slow inhalation, and with a slow exhalation, walk your upper body to the right. I said right, and I meant left. Left fingertips to the floor. Right hand outside left shin. Fold over your left leg. Slow breath. Energetically pull your heels back so that the backs of your legs are strong, and put weight on the balls of your feet. Listening inside of you to the part of you that you know needs to lead the way. And it's not going to be necessarily the animal nature all the time, but there are going to be some times where you need to let loose. Inhale, bring it back to center. Bend your knees. Let's let loose in the hips and in the spine a little bit. Move your hips a little bit side to side. Knees bent, walk your hands forward. Reach your hips back. Walk your hands a little bit more forward. Pull your heels energetically back and walk your hands a little bit more forward, but pull back into the backs of your legs so that you're bending your knees. You're bringing more weight back towards your heels right now as you pull your upper body forward. Your lower back is opening. Slow breath. It's a deep stretch. So you do what you need to do now. If you are, oh hell, girl, that's never gonna happen for me. You can do this with your hands on, I have a table right here, like a coffee table. So you can do this with your hands on a coffee table, right? You don't have to do it with your hands on the floor. You can bend your knees, hands on a coffee table or in a chair, leaning back, letting your heart soften towards the ground. Walk your hands back in, bend your knees, and inhale, circle the arms, rise all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart and bring your legs towards each other. Shake your legs, shake your hands. So it's deep stretch, in case you didn't notice. We're gonna do a little breath of fire. And we're going to do this in goddess pose. And the reason why I want to do goddess pose is because I want us to take a pose that is named after the power of life. That is, what I'm teaching comes from the yoga tradition. And the power of life in the yoga tradition is both wild and ferocious and primal. That is a goddess named Kali. And cultivated, refined, cultured, artistic, carries herself with great royalty. That's Shri, that's Lakshmi. Shri is also the effulgence of the universe, the unfolding of the universe, and Kali is the destructive power. And we need all of the things. We need all of the things that we are. So when we take goddess pose, you're going to separate your legs wide apart again. Turn your toes out and bend your knees. You're taking this seat, this stance in your own power, weaving together the civilized, the refined, and the primal, raw, intense roar. You are all these different aspects of self. You are all the selves that you've ever been, and you are ever in continuous evolution of self. And when we do that, I hope, I'm going to have you stand up from this deep bend in a moment, and then we'll go back in and do breath of fire. But when we do that, when we weave all these parts together, and we bring the wisdom, and we bring the refined, and we bring the wild, and we pour it all into the container of who we are, then I hope if more and more of us do this work, becoming more conscious and reactivating the wild in us, then we can start to see some shifts culturally. Okay, stretch your legs straight. Breath of fire, because I want us to do the fire, because the fire is an element that if we don't keep a close eye on it, if it doesn't stay in a relationship of awareness and of really knowing what's happening, it can very quickly go out of control. And what we're practicing is listening to all the parts, but also in bringing into cohesion a seat of leading our lives, right? So fire is an element that is so powerful. If it loses control, it's problematic. But we don't want to squash it. We don't want to control it. We want to integrate it. We want it to burn in a container, in a hearth, in a fireplace. So we're going to bring the hands to the belly. And in breath of fire, the focus is on exhalation. And you're still going in and out through the nose and through the tightening at the top of the chest, at the back of the throat. So it's still ujjayi. The focus is on exhale. And when you exhale, you pull the belly in and push the air out. Do you hear the sound in the back of the throat? It's not nasally. It's throaty, chesty. You hear the difference? So hands on the belly to really feel into it. You can close your eyes, keep going. And if you have it in you, bend your knees and go into goddess pose and keep breathing, breath of fire. If you're new to this and this rhythm is too fast for you, slow it down. You can go. And if you're very experienced with it and you're going to want to go quicker, you feel free to go quick. Again, bringing awareness to where you are and what your needs are. What do you need more right now? If your thighs are burning, bend your knees more deeply and go into the strengthening process of this. If they're burning so much that you're about to explode, you're going to stretch your legs straight. Take a moment. You can even stop breath of fire for a few moments. Breathe slow and deep Ujjayi breath and then come back to it. Take good care of yourself. That is a big part of why I think it's important to cultivate the conscious self, the awareness of where we are and what we're doing and what our tendencies are. Notice what rhythm really works for you. Keep pumping the belly as you push the air out. The belly pulls in, and the sound of the breath is fierce. The inhale just happens on its own. Do it for a little bit more. Again, take breaks as needed, but let's stay with it for a little bit longer. Work with the ferocity and bring it into a container, a way to lead it. You lead. The part of you that is wise leads and is able to work with the part of you that is intense and ferocious and primal. Not to squelch it, not to demonize it, not to undo it, not to move away from it, to find a way to integrate it and weave it into the whole. To find a way to keep it alive, because that is your creativity. To find a way to activate it, because that's your juice, that's your life force. And then exhale all the way out slowly. Breathe all the way in and stretch your legs straight if your knees are bent. And as you exhale, turn your toes in and fold forward. Touch the ground. Prasarada Padottanasana. Let the crown of the head release towards the earth. Slow breath. Legs are strong enough to support you. The part of you that is animalistic and tends to be out of control is your instincts, and you need your instincts. Your instincts and your intuition are woven together. They're very close to your imagination that is so much more associated with the part that is more human consciousness. See how it's not separate. And then bring yourself down into child's pose. So your big toes touch, your knees are wide apart, forearms down, forehead to the ground. Breathe slowly. Deep, slow Ujjayi breaths. And slowly bring yourself to a seated position. Place your left hand over your heart and your right hand over your belly, and breathe here for a moment. You're holding yourself with tenderness. How can you hold with tenderness the part of you that feels like you're out of control? Do you ever feel that way? Like the way that your thoughts are racing through your mind, the way that you are feeling heated and your belly rises from anger, perhaps righteous anger, and yet it feels like this fuel that stirs you. Trying to control the parts of you that feel out of control often ends up in an unhealthy kind of inner relationship. Tight, constricting. I'm not saying it's never necessary, but what if right now you practice bringing the rule of tenderness to how you're being with the beast. So that the beast, the creaturely you, can enliven you, inspire you, help you see the world through an inspired lens, fill you with life force, with the gift of being embodied, of being here, of experiencing the whole range of human experience. And then bring your hands together in front of your heart, and this gesture of the heart's deepest offering becomes an opportunity to take the seat of the leader in our lives, whatever part of you needs to be the leader, right? The awareness and cultivating our conscious presence helps us see, because at any given moment the leader needs to be a different part. When you're in bed with a lover, the animal nature might need to take the seat of the leader a little bit, but not all the way, right? Because we have to be conscious enough and cultivated just enough so that we can hear the needs of another. It's a delicate line. That example came up because, it came up. Bring it into all the different facets of your life. And to the whole of you, to the beast and the beauty, to the tenderness and the strength and the ability to navigate a wide range of what it means to be alive. Softly bow your head. Thank you so much for being with me. I hope this was somewhat evocative, helpful. If it was, put a like on this video, will you? Share it with a person that you love, that you want to be a little bit of a wild, ferocious self with, and cultivate a deeper part of your consciousness and awareness with. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel. It helps me so much, and I can't tell you how much and what it means. Put in the comments of this video some of your thoughts. Tell me how this made you feel, what this makes you think about, where it touches you right now in your life, how it's stirring stuff up in you. I'd love to hear your thoughts and connect with you more in the comments. And I am so looking forward to seeing you in the next video. I'll leave a link for you in the description of the video to a free ritual guide that you can download and work with this energy or these energies that we've played with, and many other qualities and aspects of self. So if you ritualize it and create your own ritual with it, it becomes that much more meaningful. Your creativity will really unfold through it. Ritual is so important, so needed right now. It's also another way to get deeply in touch with the unconscious, which we've called on in this practice. So the link will be in the description of the video. It's totally free. It's a 36-page guide. It's really juicy and wonderful, and I hope you enjoy it. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you sometime soon. All right. Namaste.